can't give you anything but love, baby. That's the only thing I've plenty of, baby. Dream a while, scheme a while, we're sure to find happiness, and I guess all those things you've always pined for. Gee, I'd like to see you looking swell, baby. Diamond bracelets, Woolworth doesn't sell, baby, till that lucky day, you know.
Okay, so the first card you received is the 10 of Diamonds, which represents a lot of financial success, but not necessarily a ton of work to get that. So if you've been working really hard, it might be time for you to think about working smarter and not so hard. Like that expression, work smarter, not harder. So there will be travel involved with this process, but the travel will actually contribute to the wealth. It's not necessarily having wealth and then traveling because you're so rich. It's more like a travel involved with your process of making money. So you will definitely increase in financial wealth and also a bit more peace within your work environment. So you're not going to be working struggling to the ground or scraping your knuckles. You're definitely going to be able to work smarter. You have a lot of experience behind your belt now, and you are preferring a more slower paced work environment. Your next card is the King of Clubs. I will apologize now for my mic cord being in the way on the first card, so I just stopped to make an adjustment. So here you have the King of Clubs. This represents, I believe it's the King of Wands. And this typically refers to being a leader. You have very professional cards here. Powerful figure, big picture planning. So you're looking at the big picture now. So this again leans more to having experiences and realizing you don't have to work so hard. You're leading the group now, and you can now collaborate and hire people, perhaps being a leader, getting employees to do a lot of the work, sitting back and working closer to the management aspect of your either job or your business, or even starting a new business. But you're definitely the leader or manager or CEO, perhaps. It's also associated with passion. So this is going to be a very passionate project or endeavor that you're walking into, but you are definitely changing the dynamics of the group environment. So whether you're getting a promotion or you're taking more of a leadership role, it is definitely a card of power and leadership, passion. And now you have the Six of Spades. This is another card that's moving towards peace. So I don't know, maybe you're even thinking of retiring. I'm not sure of the age group of this crowd that's watching, but you're definitely moving on to calmer waters. So this is a card of leaving baggage behind as well. So you're definitely having a huge transition in the very close future. And this is going to be whether it's in your personal life, your relationships, or your work life. You've had enough. You've had enough. And you've hit some type of plateau or some type of wall. It just definitely like, I'm leaving this behind, my baggage behind. You're coming to terms with the past. You need to leave some people behind. And if so, it's trust your intuition on this one, because you're not wrong. And this will definitely lead you to calmer waters and moving away from pain and more to a peaceful state. Oops, sorry for the shake. I have a different setup today. Ace of Diamonds. So this is a card of taking practical ideas and turning them into reality. So it's also a new position, a new job opportunity, if I could speak today, a new job opportunity. And yeah, this is leaning more towards change and maybe taking a job, maybe really landing a job where you don't have to work so hard this time. And I'm seeing a lot of prosperity. It's a good card for money again. So the Ace of Diamonds, that is, if I remember, I believe it's Pentacles. So this would be the Ace of Pentacles, which is a really great card for financial success as well. Something's coming in. Ace of Clubs. So I was about to say spades. So the Ace of Clubs. You have two aces side by side. This, I don't know what to say. This pertains to the same type of energy. It's all about success and positive changes, a period of high productivity, new beginnings. So this is something that I was suggesting retirement, but this looks to me like new beginnings. Or even if you are retiring, you could be starting a new business on the side, or something is coming in fast and furious. You're going to be extremely happy when it does come in. Regarding work, ambition, and intellectual endeavors. So brace yourself, because you may be able to relax and just watch your income flow and just watch your successes come in quickly. Is this too good to be true? 10 of Spades. So the 10 of Spades, this card indicates that you have, in order to get to this place, you have hit rock bottom. So this is something that was not profitable. You were working hard. You were not making any money. Well, you were, but it wasn't quite enough. And you had big plans, and your financial situation wasn't necessarily matching or depicting what you wanted for your future. Whoops. So this is representing what is leaving right now. And it's definitely maybe some betrayal involved. Like maybe you're leaving due to betrayal or something bad in a relationship. Like I mentioned in the earlier cards, there are people you're going to have to leave behind. There's painful situations. You need to leave this behind to allow for necessary transformation and new beginnings. But don't worry, the new beginnings are going to be better than you've ever had before. So this was all worth it. This process you went through was necessary for you to appreciate what's coming and to also know what not to do sometimes. What not to do is very important. It's just as important as what to do, knowing what to do. And then you have the Queen. You have a lot of good cards here. The Queen of Hearts, which is upside down. Sorry, I don't read reversed, so I feel like I'm getting camera shake here. Sorry, I keep having to adjust. The Queen of Hearts has come in to let you know as well that even though you've hit these rock bottoms and you have had these hard-working situations or even relationship situations, you're still leading with the heart. You haven't lost the ability to still work from a place of emotional intelligence. I also see a female coming into your life who is just as emotionally intelligent, if not even more, to help you out. And this is someone you can trust. This is somebody who is, you'll feel there is an unconditional connection, like an unconditional love, whether it's in relationship or a working relationship. Of course, she doesn't look that nice in this card, but that's what makes these cards so interesting. Anyhow, this person will be someone you can trust and very loving, and it will be an awesome connection. This is all coming soon. Okay, I'm just going to hold the mic cord now. Don't worry, I'll get this right. I now was filming the entire time with the cord on the left side without even noticing. So I'm not doing that again. I'm not reading those cards again. I'm just going to continue, and you're just going to have to put up with me. So the Five of Hearts is your next card. And this is something that I think everyone who has been successful has had to go through. And this is evil eye and jealousy. And it's also a bit of conflict in relationships. So as much as you are meeting good people, but you're also having to remove people and also dealing with jealousy. So this is all about how you handle it. And it's very necessary for you to turn the other cheek with this, because no matter what you do or say, when you reach certain points of success, you will be dealing with this type of evil eye or jealousy. And this is just a reminder to not let it get to you. So you may be getting caught up with spinning issues in your head and kind of going back to that old way of thinking and getting stressed out and worrying about what people think. And this is just remind yourself, just say thank you to this, because this is what happens to people when they start to reap their own rewards and count their own blessings. So, as much as you're not the one who's getting jealous with other people's successes, and you're only sitting back and counting your own blessings, and you're not fixating on other people's blessings and getting upset. You're just too busy working on your own. So you owe these people nothing when it comes to their jealousy. And it definitely, you have to see this as being their problem and not yours, because you've worked hard, and this is your turn, and it's also your life. It's your path. It's your destiny. So you have to turn a blind eye to these people, because if you keep fixating on this type of negativity, you're just going to go back into your old path and your old way of thinking, and the same lessons that you've already learned. So really focus on this, and remember, whenever you're dealing with these types of energies, just remind yourself, everyone who's been successful has had to go through this. It's not personal. It's life. It's just the way it is, unfortunately. And your next card is the Two of Clubs. So you're definitely going to be taking ownership of your future decisions. You're going to be having a lot of big decisions to be made. Once you get the emotional and leadership skills down to a T, you're going to be moving very quickly, and it's going to be a situation of, yes, I have actually succeeded in the emotional aspect. There's an emotional connection to this reading, and it has to do with the emotions that are involved with moving ahead. And that's a big part of moving ahead. It's not all about skill. It's about being ready. And look, there's my cord again. Being ready to move ahead. So once you get to that stage, you're also going to be dealing with a lot of big decisions as well, but you're moving forward with this newfound knowledge and this newfound maturity. And also, this also represents the need to step outside of your comfort zone. So yeah, you're going to feel it, but it's going to be worth it. And don't give up. Keep moving. You just have to remember to keep moving through these emotions and keep moving through the work that's involved in just stepping out of your comfort zone and dealing with these new energies. You're going to be feeling new energies that you're not familiar with. It's not going to be extremely comfortable, and you're going to have big decisions, but you're going to do incredible. You just have to keep moving forward. And the Five of Diamonds. So this card is saying don't be afraid to seek out help in the beginning when you make this transition to a new path and a new beginning. It represents you will be faced with having to spend and maybe feeling a little tight for a while when it comes to money. And it's just going to be a stage you may have to go through in the beginning to make more money. You're on the right path. It's just you're going to have to spend money to make money, and you're going to feel that is a bit tight, like a bit pinchy. So don't be afraid to reach out to resources and use your resources. Asking for help or asking for any type of what's the word I'm looking for? Like something to supplement your income, or something that can, some type of resource that you will have to ask for, whether it be a loan or whether it be not necessarily a friend, maybe going back to that person who is emotionally intelligent and will help you out. I see you teaming up with a female energy where you can get some help in this area. So don't feel like you're stuck or on the wrong path when you hit this point. You just, again, have to keep going, and you'll get to exactly where you need to be. Just go through it. This is the work part. This is the emotions and the sacrifices you make during this time before your huge success in a new beginning. And your last card is the King of Hearts. And the music just went angelic when I picked this card up. This is a card of a wise partner or a very good friend. Someone very gentle, but it's either you're either a man who has the characteristics of being very much an empath, a good leader, or you will be meeting a man with these qualities. And I could also see this as a love relationship as well. And not so much in the near future, but when you get your feet on the ground, I see that you will have time to meet with these types of individuals who have these types of characteristics. And I just feel this strong and angelic vibe. Maybe this person's going to be very spiritual. I mean, the music is just, in my background, it just went, like the sun just came beaming on this card. It's really great. So this is a very good person who's going to be entering your life soon. Not the immediate future, but when you get your feet on the ground, and maybe it will be time for a new relationship. Yeah, a lot of compassion and support, and an empath who's very in tune with your emotions and very sensitive, a sensitive person. So you're either a man who possesses these qualities, or you are a female or a female energy who will meet someone with these qualities. So congratulations. You do have work ahead, but you are on the road to peace, rewards, and a calmer life. I hope that's what you want. Until next time. So the Eight of Spades, sorry, I'm just trying to control a chord here. The Eight of Spades represents some negative feelings and some anxiety, and feeling helpless, and basically feeling trapped. You feel trapped, like you can't get out, whether it's a mental trap or just a physical trap, or your location, or just you can't seem to get what you want right now. And I think it has to do with just not dealing with these negative emotions and maybe comforting them instead of dealing with them. So this card is asking you to maybe start looking, like take a deeper dive into how you're feeling and what's bothering you right now, and actually look at it. It's time to look at these emotions now and of course, get yourself into a grounded place where you can maybe start with a meditation. Get yourself grounded. It's time now to look at this so that you can move forward. And it's not a bad thing. It's something we all have to do. It is something that we go through these patterns and these shifts and these little roller coasters that, you can comfort these things if you're not ready to deal with it, and that's okay too. But maybe it's time to look at it, or at least get started on looking at these things, and do it slowly. It doesn't have to be a fast progression. It can be at your own pace. And then we have the 7 of Clubs. Okay, pile 2, your reading is all about dealing with your demons and learning how to stand up for yourself. Because I think a lot of things that, or maybe some of the issues that you are dealing with right now, is just standing your ground and learning how to, I don't want to step out of my comfort zone and do this, but it's time, and I just don't want to do it. But it's not a bad thing. It's about having the courage to face these challenges and working on it. It's not that you have to do this today or tomorrow. Just start working on this. And meditation is definitely in order, and a good diet, and just a lot of reflection, working up the courage and finding a way to stop allowing people to treat you in a negative or bad way, because you don't deserve it. And this card's telling me right now that you have never deserved it. And this is something that once you come to terms with this, there's some people perhaps in your life that aren't treating you the way you should be treated. And I think that you're starting to realize this. And you will find the courage to stand your ground. And that doesn't mean yelling or getting violent, or it could even be just working with your own self and focusing on things that are working. So it doesn't have to be a situation where, standing your ground isn't all about being violent or forceful. It can also be about focusing on what's working and then letting these other things fall off. So maybe these people don't deserve your time, remove yourself from it. Stop giving to people who aren't showing you the same in return. And that could be the solution, just not focusing or putting your energy into people who aren't showing you the same in return. So that could be a way if you're in a very uncomfortable situation. You can do it very peacefully. It doesn't have to be a fight. And the 2 of Hearts comes in. The 2 of Hearts represents being very lucky in love, and there is a prospect for you. There is someone around you right now who is in your energy, and it may not be someone you expect. I'm trying to get the light on this. But there is someone coming, whether you know this person or not. I'm not quite sure. It's a very lucky card, but you need to be ready for it. And you're getting there. You're close to being ready for this relationship. But seeing this combination here with the 3 of Spades, this shows that there has been a very bad breakup in your past, and this could also be a part of this beginning area where there's people you need to get out of your life, and it may even be people who associate with this person. And there's someone in your energy right now, or who's close by, who's coming in, but you're feeling reluctant because of this. And I know this is a bad breakup, and it's scarred you in some kind of way, and it still lingers a little bit. So this is where you have to get into this energy of putting yourself first, and basically to hell with anyone else who isn't out for your best interest, but feeling strong in that self-confidence and that self-love. So working on the self-love as well, because you have someone coming in and you want to be ready for that. And you're almost there. You just need a bit more work because you have been hurt in the past. And I think that whether it's a new love or a new love of self, because this is a great love. It could be self-love, but there has been people in the past who have hurt you. And I think that even the people that may come across as a friend still who isn't, you may want to reevaluate who your friends are. And if they're not, stop focusing on them. Focus on people who are good around you. And then we have the Queen of Clubs. The Queen of Clubs represents a very charismatic and very nurturing and determined social person. And I think this represents you. And I think that even if you get involved in a new relationship or not, you're going to find your path to self-confidence and this new person that is like, you know what? If you're not out for my best interest, you have to go. And I think that this new kind of sought out confidence and just, what's the word I'm thinking of, like a, not necessarily, I don't want to give the impression that it's like, get out of my way, I come first. It's just about knowing who's good for you. Yes, it's knowing now who is good for you and only allowing things that are good for you in your life, even if it's, I'm mainly getting a lot in relationship for this reading, but I think that it has a lot to do with, I'm just going to say it, not taking anyone's crap anymore. And it doesn't have to be negative, and it doesn't have to be a situation where you're angry or you have to lash out. I really see this being very gentle and passive, because that's the vibe I'm getting. And there's many ways to do what you need to do for you. It does, and everyone does it differently, but I see this as being just, again, focusing on what's working and getting any negative evil eye or people who aren't doing you any good out of your life. And the Queen of Diamonds is next. So the Queen of Diamonds, I think you will be finding your grounding and nurturing that. And again, going back to the Queen of Clubs, representing, taking a bold action in love and manifesting your desires. This card is more about manifesting your business and work ambitions. So I see that coming in for you as well. And, again, taking the same approach of focusing on what's working and leaving the rest behind. You do sometimes need to deal with negative situations and hard work, and that's fine too, but just having a different perspective around that and seeing things differently. I think you'll find great value in that, and also enhance your confidence and your finances, because when you take charge of your life and have more control about what's going on in your life, your confidence will grow. So here we have the Four of Hearts, and this card represents building a strong future. So a stable and strong future. So I think that it's time to put some things to bed when it comes to old patterns. It's definitely what this reading is about. It's about growing. It's about growth and changing your perspective. And also maybe feeling a little bored right now and not having the motivation to do so. And I think that's going to change for you, because you're going to be looking inwards and your emotional state is going to change, and it's going to change for the better. I see a lot of positive experiences in your future, and also just feeling a sense of gratitude, to practicing gratitude. This again is going back to, I feel like a broken record when I say just taking a more, I hate to sound trite or cliche, but a positive outlook. And that's what you'll bring in. So focusing on being a channel to receive, but channel to receive more positive experiences and positive people in your life. Yeah, stop focusing on what's lacking. That's what I'm getting. When you focus on lack, again, I'm going to sound cliche, and I know it's been said a million times, but it's true, and maybe this is just a reminder, but when you focus on lack and everything that's going wrong with your life, that's what you're going to get. So again, with meditation, and I know it's hard to get started and you feel like, oh, this is cheeseball or whatever you may feel, but it works. It just does. Focus, even if you don't know what to focus on right now, just focus on being happy. Try to visualize yourself in a meditation, just being happy. If you don't know what to pray for, meditate on what should I pray for? And also just allow this big golden beam of light. You cannot go wrong with that. In a meditation, if you don't know what's ahead, you have no motivation, you're not feeling like you don't even know what road to walk down right now. You may know what road to walk down, but if you don't, all you have to meditate on is you knowing and having this great epiphany of what you can do next. And you don't have to know what it is. You just have to focus and picture yourself knowing what it is, and then it will come. So isn't that great? You don't have to have the solutions right now at all. You just have to visualize yourself knowing what you want. Like, just picture yourself, oh, I know what I want, and this is great, even though you don't even know what it is in the meditation. Or even just focusing on meditating on just seeing yourself being really happy. You don't have to know what's making you happy, but it'll come and then you'll know. So the Three of Diamonds, I see a team of people coming in for you, and it's the right people. And I see this as being a hardworking team of people. You're going to collaborate on a project, or it could even be, it could be a new job, it could be your existing coworkers, but a team of people that you're going to be working very hard with. Also some mentors, or one mentor, or a financial advisor, someone who's going to help you with your life and your earned success. So you're going to feel like you've earned this success. And also, you're going to have there will be a lot of action and hard work, but you're going to reap the rewards, and also the recognition from people around you for working so hard and creating good work, feeling respected. So you're going to feel very respected in the future when it comes to these changes, and it's something you may not be feeling right now, but it's coming. It's on its way, and there's a team of good people coming near you. That's great news. So the Two of Spades. Oh, the Two of Swords. This is a difficult decision, and it's a decision that's difficult because it's two really great choices. And, whether it be just in career, people, a love relationship, maybe you have two options in a love relationship. One could be exciting, one could be stable, and trying to determine where you are in life and what would be best for you in that regard. Or it could even be a job opportunity. But it's going to be, you're at a crossroads and it's unable to see clearly at this point. But it's not going to be about your whole life. It's just going to be about some area in your life, whether it be love or career. Something around the corner that is going to make you have to, again, you have a lot of soul searching. Pile 2, telling you, and it's okay. It's okay. Everything's going to turn out great. But it could even be a diet if you want, what should you be eating right now? But it's going to make you hit some type of crossroad where you really are having a hard time deciding on this. And this, I see a person in the future as well who is going to help you make this decision. And it's somebody it's a blunt person. It's not someone that is all ruffles and lace and will tell you everything you want to hear. So it's definitely not a codependent relationship, a friendship, or even a therapist or a guide or someone you just run into at work who helps you out. It's going to be someone who's just going to flat out tell you the truth. And it's someone who is good for you. It's not a bad person, and they're just not fluffy or they're not flaky. They're just very truthful and maybe a bit too blunt for most people's liking, but it will definitely help you out a lot. And I think that this person will help you make this decision and make you think like you're really conflicted here. And this person is offering you some advice and offering you some help in this regard, and you're thinking, I don't even know if I can trust this person, but you can. It's just you just can't take them personally. You have to put that aside. Maybe something with their personality is thinking, this is who's helping me. But it will be in your favor, so it's all very good. And it will lead you in the right direction. And the 9 of Hearts. There she is. So the 9 of Hearts is an excellent card to end with, because once you get your footing, I hope the lighting's okay in this reading. Once you get your footing and get into your environment and the path that may seem a little shaky right now, but needs to be straightened out, and you'll get there, you're going to be faced with such emotional contentment and joy. This is all about joy, this card, and being exactly where you need to be. You're going to be in a state of bliss once this hard emotional internal work is done. And well, it's never done, is it? But once you get through this hump. And also it's a time to appreciate what you have in love as well, and just everything that you've gathered over the years and time, and being able to see what you have now and having a completely different perspective about, maybe anything that isn't perfect in your life. You're going to be looking at it differently and knowing that everything can change and life is twisty and you're in control. So congratulations, pile 2. This was maybe a hard reading to get, and it's going to be okay, and it's great. It's just you never take the easy road. You take the more interesting road, and that's okay. You're colorful, and you're going to come out great, and I'm happy for you. You have good things coming, and you're doing the work, and you deserve it. Until next time.
All I can stand is just my time. I can't give you